Welcome back to Core Vember. We have talked about previously that the core involves also your upper back and your hips, and today we're going to talk about that a little bit more. So you might often see people deadlifting or performing a movement where they're just picking up a child or a box off the floor and their entire backgrounds. Well, a lot of that can actually come from a lack of stability in your scapula and not creating tension or using the strength of your upper back. So what that would look like in an improper deadlift, if I get in the deadlift position and I'm not keeping all of this engaged, I round my upper back, it transfers into my low back as I cat the deadlift up. Versus keeping a nice engaged upper back and pulling up in a nice neutral spine, coming back. The same would be true if you're going to lift a box as you come up, not allowing it to pull you forward by having practiced scapular stability. Next, Cassie's gonna show us how to do that.
So as Bridget talked about, we're going to talk about a couple exercises to help you really engage through your scapular stabilizers. So scapula is just a fancy name for our shoulder blades. So what we want to do is we really want to engage the muscles that attach between the scapula and our spine so that we can create a nice stable mid-back. So the first exercise that we're going to have Bridget do here is bilateral external rotation. So she's going to keep her elbows in by her side, palms facing up. She's going to pull the band apart. As she pulls the band apart, she's going to retract or pull her shoulder blades together and then relax. Good. Go ahead and go through that for a few reps. So we want to also pay attention to symmetry. How are they moving together? Do we have any compensations side to side? It's a little hard to tell in the video, but Bridget's left shoulder blade definitely wants to sit a little bit more rounded along the side. All right, so the next one we're going to do is pull aparts. So Bridget's going to go at shoulder height. You can do this in a couple of different ways. It depends on where you feel the activation the best. You can do palms down. We can also do palms up. We'll have Bridget start palms down. She's going to pull the band apart, keeping elbows straight. Again, as she pulls the band apart, she's going to think about bringing her shoulder blades together. Nice. And relaxing. So again, we're engaging all through here, retracting the shoulder blades, pulling together to create tension and stability through that mid-back. So these are two really good exercises that you can incorporate into a warm-up routine to help you increase the stability through your scapular stabilizers before doing a functional exercise like a deadlift, a bench, or a squat.
So I'm going to demonstrate what creating tension through the hips and torque through the legs would look like in a good squat. By creating torque and tension, what we're talking about is external rotation through the hips and your legs. So what I like to do is grip the floor with your feet and screw your feet in or out, I guess I should say, and that'll create torque and tension, and then you'll go down into your squat and then back up. So not creating and just going into a squat, being all relaxed, will cause knee valgus on either side, whichever one has the more weakness. So again, we're just going to create torque and tension, grip the floor with your feet, screw out. Knees, as you can see, will go to the outside a little bit, and I'm not pushing my knees out, I'm just screwing my feet into the floor. And then my glutes tighten up, your core's tight, squat down, back up.
If you have difficulty creating stability through your hips, that torque that Kyle was talking about, here's a nice exercise that you can do as a warm-up to help you really engage the glutes and create a nice stable foundation. So Kyle's going to come into a quarter squat here. From there, what he's going to do is he's going to screw his right foot into the ground, creating tension through his glute, and then relaxing back in. So it's important to think about this movement coming through creating stability through the foot while engaging at the glute as well. So you can see he gets a nice arch and also creates tension up through the glute as well, and he's also maintaining a nice stable back. So again, we just wanted to emphasize the importance of our shoulder blades and also our hips in maintaining a good stable core, as all of those muscles have to work together to create good functional movement patterns.